Hello. Okay, hopefully the music isn't too loud, isn't overpowering my voice or anything. Hello, Graham. Welcome to the stream. I got my tea. I hope I don't spill it on my iPad because we're using the iPad to draw today. Tea. I've been sick for a bit. Let me just switch screens. So I've been doing some warm-up drawings. As you can see, this is just a warm-up drawing that I was doing before the stream started. I was just basically looking at my Pinterest and just choosing interesting stuff to draw. And I was drawing this guy. I don't know what they are. I don't even know if I'm gonna save this. I was also drawing this thing. The reason why I wanted to stream today, actually, is because, actually let me switch cameras for just a bit, just so I can show you guys the new toy that I got. And the new toy being a new pen nib. So, I don't know if I can is this how you do it? Okay, there you go. Can you see that? Does that focus? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. You see how the pen nib is like, what do they call it? Let me see if I can find it here. It's this thing. It's an Elecom pen nib that is like a metal copper nib, and it's for the Apple Pencil, and I'm using it to draw some stuff today. And the reason I like this pen nib so much is because it allows me to have incredibly precise lines. So it's just a real joy to draw with. Like, I can just do very, very precise lines with it. And I found a very good matching like brush in terms of like what I can use with this newfound pen nib. And that brush is right here. Is the Milt Fine Liner from True Grit Texture Supply. The Milt Fine Liner goes very well with this kind of engraving kind of brush stroke. And it's really nice with this particular pen. It feels like I have a lot of control over a lot of it. Like when I'm using this copper pen nib, I feel like I'm in control of my strokes. So it's nice to have a brush where some parts are not within my control. Like if I draw really large, you can see there's a lot of blobs there. And I don't have control over that. And sometimes it skips lines. And it's just, I like it actually. I like how it's just a bit chaotic. And it allows me to get this kind of illustration done pretty quick. So, yeah. So today, we will be just drawing random things. I'll just be looking on my Pinterest. I'll look at some stuff and I'll go, oh, I want to draw that. And then we'll draw it. So I just saw like this interesting looking like beak creature thing. And then along the way, we might figure out like what we actually want to draw in terms of like a theme, or like in terms of some kind of like overarching idea, and then we might go ahead and draw that. We might also do some random monster generation. I'm not entirely sure. So today is really just, you know, whatever goes, like whatever I think is relaxing. Primarily because I am just trying to recover today. So I'm trying to not stress myself too much about what we're gonna be doing this stream. I just wanted to come on and do some drawing and also get some practice in. I've been doing a lot of more complex illustrations recently. I've been doing a lot of like buildings and stuff like that. And I wanted to do a bit more of that kind of stuff as well, if possible. We might not do that this stream, but we might, I don't know. But in general, I wanted to be more technical about my drawings, and that's why I am using something as fine as this brush and this type of pen nib. And I think it's really relaxing to be able to just like make a lot of these kind of drawings just from like ink and, well, digital ink, but like lines. Because normally what I would do, this is what I do nowadays, is I will, let me just create a new layer here. What I will do is I'll use the thick and greasy brush from True Grit, and then I'll do like something like that, right? Like I'll do something like this. And this might look like an incomprehensible mess to you, but I can assure you that this is actually a face. So what I can do is afterwards I can go in with this and I can be like, okay, I'm gonna like clean this up a little bit here and there. You can see the eyes there, you can see a nose here. And that's what I tend to do nowadays. Like I tend to use a combination of interleave brushes as well as more controlled brushes in order to try to get a certain effect. Just make his nose bleeding, why not? So I like to do that because it grants a bit of contrast to the piece, and I kind of like how it looks. But also I think for practice, it's there's something to be said about being able to create stuff just with lines. So that's what we're going to be focused on today, I think. If you're watching the VOD right now, you will know whether that's a lie or not, because you're able to skip ahead. But for those of you watching live, unfortunately, we are both unable to tell whether I'm going to be lying today. Because I'm not sure whether I'm going to be drawing using just line or painting, but the goal is to just like do a lot of line pieces today. So nothing, I say nothing like this, but I'm doing it right now. That's so good, thank you, I appreciate it. I like to also like cut in like that with like some white lines, and yeah, that's how I generally like to paint and draw nowadays. Kind of a mixture of both. But yeah, today we'll be primarily focused on just inking. I'm not sure what I'm gonna ink. I might do some dungeons or something, some kind of structures maybe, or I might just do figures, or I might do... I'm not sure, just doodling I guess today. I just saw an interesting design on Pinterest of a dude with like a magnet for a head. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I like to look at Pinterest and just try to see what are some, you know, some interesting things that I could kind of maybe learn from and kind of like draw. I actually found this somewhat interesting design. Okay, this looks kind of cool. I think I'm going to combine a few different things from different places. So actually let's do, let me try something here. Let me try to do a symmetry. So canvas, drawing guide, edit drawing guide, symmetry. Yep, there you go. And I just want to see if that works. Yep, it works. Okay. I want to start drawing some designs for some kind of armor. Let's go with like that. Because I just saw a design for some armor on Pinterest which is like multiple faces. So I was like, that looks interesting to me. Let me see if I can do my own take on it. So we're trying to do that. Actually, let me erase some of that out. Let's go with that. There we go. Yeah, so this brush is not completely controllable, which I think is, in my opinion, is a good thing. Because then it results in some nice little mistakes that end up being key parts of the drawing. I feel like a lot of my drawings turn out like that, where a lot of the time the mistakes are the most interesting parts of the drawing. So yeah, today we're just going to be testing out some stuff, maybe drawing a few concepts, but nothing too crazy, I think. Just having a chill time, just drawing and thinking about things. I was supposed to actually be running a session tonight. So tonight I was supposed to have a session. I cancelled it because I've been incredibly sick recently. I felt a lot better today and that's why I'm streaming right now. But I decided that I can probably stream like I'm doing right now, but I don't think I could run a game in good conscience and have it be, you know, turn out good. So that is why I cancelled tonight's game with my friends. Unfortunate, but I kind of just wanted some time off for myself. Just, you know, drawing is relaxing. And running games is relaxing too, but running games I think requires more concentration from me than drawing. Drawing I can kind of just zone out. And I'm still recovering from my sickness, so... I think I like it if... So in the design that I'm looking at, it looks something like this, but I'm actually gonna change it a little bit. I'm gonna be altering the design as I go forward with this. Kind of want something like that, some kind of like metallic armor kind of coming down from there. It looks good. And then maybe some kind of like circlet. And then kind of want like something which is a mishmash of different armor types. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. Let's do something like that. Yeah, I'm looking at a few concept designs here for some Viking armor, some fantasy armor, various different things. And I kind of like how the direction that this headed in. I kind of like that. I'm gonna make the beard a bit like braided, like that. It's kind of cool. I like that. So I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off the symmetry at some point and start using, actually no, not yet. I think I'm going to still use the symmetry to get the base down. But let's say, yeah, drawing assist. I'm gonna just get the base body down. Actually, I'm gonna use a different color for this. I'm gonna use red, I think. I'm gonna just get the base body down, like so. And then after that, I'm just gonna freehand the rest. But I wanted to have like some kind of cloak there. So let's go with that. And like that. And like that. But yeah, I'm actually feeling a lot better today for sure. Like compared to yesterday or the day before. Feeling a lot better, which is great, I think. I think I'm gonna make one of the hands hold a sword. Yeah, I think that might be good. I think I'm just gonna do like that. And then I'm going to turn off the drawing symmetry. And then I'm gonna erase out some sections here. And then I'm going to make this section essentially have a sword down the middle here. Okay, I'm gonna turn on drawing assist again. And then just draw a little sword. Yo, hello Josh. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well today. Hope you all are doing better than I have been doing in the past few days. Will make me really sad to hear if anybody else is as sick as well. So I hope all of you are doing good. He looks like he's floating. That's not really desirable. Let's ground him a little bit. There you go. Okay. I think that looks fine. But I'm actually gonna erase out some parts there. And yeah, okay, that looks okay. I think for a base that is fine. So I'm going to start to down the opacity for that. Set this to multiply, I think. There you go. And then I'm gonna draw under it. Yo, hello Catherine. It's good to see you again, broski. Same. I was explaining earlier, but I recently got this fine liner kind of pen nib thing for my Apple Pencil, and I find that it allows me to draw much more precise lines. It's made of like copper, and it is incredibly fun to use. I like it a lot, so I wanted to do some drawing today, especially since in the past few days I haven't been able to get any drawing done. Recently, because of my sickness and other stuff, I've not been able to get a lot of drawing done, unfortunately. So today I was like, I'll just look at some references and I'll mishmash a bunch of stuff together. What I generally do is I just go on Pinterest and I will just look at whatever catches my attention and I'll combine a bunch of them together. So I won't just draw one thing, I won't just like copy one drawing, but I'll take a bunch of different references and mishmash them into a coherent whole. And that's the goal that we have today. We're just going to be making a bunch of stuff. Gucci? Yeah, I think like these kind of chill streams can be nice from time to time. Usually when I start this this stream, I usually have an idea of what I'm going to be doing. In this case, not so much. In this case, I just had the idea of like, oh, I just want to draw something, and that's why we're doing this. But I don't really have any idea what I want to draw. I didn't even really know that going into the stream that I was going to be drawing armor. It just turned out that way, I guess. Can't wait until I get my new gear and can unashamedly kid bash other people's ideas. Yeah. Like, I haven't been kid bashing recently myself, but it's incredibly fun to do. My favorite part of kid bashing, like, is when I do a Zenithal spray and it all comes together. Like, when I spray and then all these random parts that I just found and junk that I found that I put together just turns into a coherent whole. I love that part the most. Makes it look like really professional. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about like kid bashing, like 3D models and stuff like that, like miniatures and stuff. Grabbing random parts and like making your own little physical miniature. I used to do a bunch of sculpting in VR. And I wanted to actually make my own miniatures and 3D print them, but 3D printing seems kind of... I don't know about you guys, but it seems kind of intimidating, at least towards me. I feel like I don't have enough space for it as well. And also I just like the craft of like physically kid bashing stuff. There is a zine called... what was it called again? I'm blanking. There's a zine that really inspired me to start kid bashing. I'll probably have to make a video on it one of these days. I can't remember what the name of it is. Actually, I have to search it up now. I'm gonna have to find it. It is called, let me try to find it. The Budget Bestiary. The Budget Bestiary. That's what it's called. So there's this zine which like has a bunch of information on how to kid bash stuff, and it's free on itch. On itch.io it's free, and it's called The Budget Bestiary. And that's what got me into kid bashing actually. I learned a lot of like interesting techniques from there. Okay, we'll do like different kinds of armor on both sides here. Let's do like yeah, let's do like some kind of spiked armor here. I mean, this doesn't really make sense, but it looks cool. Making sense is overrated anyway. Let's do some kind of emblem here. Sure. I'm just like shamelessly just stealing, but from I think like 5 different drawings at the moment. I'm like just taking one part from here, one part from here, one part from here, and in the end I have something original. And that's something that I do a lot if I'm like just not feeling particularly creative. That is basically creativity though, like being able to take disparate elements and combine them into a unique whole. That is basically creativity, but usually I try to like just use stuff in my visual vocabulary, just stuff that I, can think up on the fly, but sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you need like an extra kick, and that's when you look up reference and stuff, and that's how you come up with the really interesting stuff, I think. It can be a pain though, to constantly look up reference and study stuff and all that. It can be also really fun. It depends on how you approach it, I think. I think it really depends on how you approach that entire thing. If you come at it from an angle of, oh, I just want to get better at drawing, I think it can be a huge pain. If you come at it from the angle of, oh, I want to do something cool by like combining a bunch of stuff together, then I think you can have a fun time with it, for sure. What if the faces were a theme like the armor? Oh, like in the... Oh, I kind of like that actually. Yo, Hyric, hello. I'm doing pretty okay. I was kind of like explaining that after the previous stream, I got incredibly sickly. But I get sickly all the time, it's nothing new. This time was pretty bad though. I couldn't draw for a few days, and that bummed me out, I just get sad when I can't create stuff. I think a lot of people are like that. When you can't do your hobbies, you kind of get sad. In this case, my hobby is also my job, so I couldn't do my job. But let's actually give them some kind of like ropes here. I don't know if that's gonna work since the hand is kind of like covered, but I think it could look cool, and if it doesn't look cool, I can always just like veto it. It needs to be longer, like that. And yeah, let's just have some more ropes underneath. Something like that, I think. Yeah, okay, that looks good. In terms of the actual armor here, I think faces as a theme will be good. So I like that. So we're gonna go with that. Faces as the theme. So I think on the elbows I'm gonna put like faces as well. Maybe like this is a giant that like has humans grafted onto him or something. I'm not sure. Kind of morbid, but that's most of my drawings. Damn, you're kind of unlucky for that. Love this fella, by the way. Yeah, I can't help but sometimes feel like it's gotta be my fault at some level. I don't know, sometimes I feel like that. Like, I'm constantly getting sick. I'm sure like I'm doing something wrong. But if I'm doing something wrong, it's unintentional because obviously I don't want to be sick. And I'm trying my best not to. I am like trying my best to eat okay and try to get some sunlight, exercise when I can, but I also have like this issue of like being sick, so I can't exercise, and it's kind of like a loop. So it kind of sucks, but what can you do? I think sometimes you just have to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not doing stuff today, and just like treat it as a recharge period. That's what one of my friends told me, just treat it as a recharge period. And I was like, that's good advice, I think. It is cruel. It prevents you from being an art god. Yeah, if only. Right. If only. I think like, actually, I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be, I mean, I think some of you know, but I used to be a pretty hardcore like programmer type person. I used to do a lot of programming. I have a few games that I released on Steam that I made myself, and one of them I made in like I think 2 weeks. So back then that's actually when I learned how to draw as well, because I would teach myself how to draw while I was also doing all this programming stuff. And the reason I bring that up is because back then, when I used to do a lot of this programming stuff in university, that was really my like my specialty, programming, not art. So pretty crazy how drastically my job scope has changed. Chronic fatigue, gang, is so a mood. I feel like that's I mean, I don't know if I feel good that like other people have chronic fatigue as well. You know, I hope I wish the best for everybody, but it does make me feel a little bit better, I guess, that other people also can know my pain. That should that make me feel good? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's try to do some belt buckles on this guy as well. I'm gonna try to you know what? Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to look at some Elden Ring concepts as well, and some real life armor concepts too. I think like we're going with a face theme, right? So if we're going with a facial theme, I think having a skull for the center, like the abdomen, I think that will work. Yeah, like that. And like kind of just hatching out this section here, that'll work. I feel like my drawing skills have improved a lot in recent times though, and by recent times I mean like the past few days. I've been doing a lot of way more complex art recently. And I wouldn't even consider like this complex. Like this isn't really that complex. I'm talking like a lot of architectural stuff, which I do find quite hard to do. Like this kind of figure stuff, I don't think it's too hard to do. But architectural stuff, for me at least, I'm not used to it, so I have a tough time. But I've been trying to force myself to, you know, do art that I find hard to do. Let's see. Belt with faces like the sad and laughing theater mask or as trophies. I like that a lot. Let's put that in, why not? Let's do like one here. Let's do one here. This looks like you know what this reminds me of? If you guys have seen the RPG Black Sword Hack with the art by shit, I can't pronounce his name. Vlogovich? I can't remember how his name is actually pronounced, but the Black Sword Hack artist is phenomenal. They do amazing work, and I'm not saying that I'm as good as them, obviously. I'm just saying that like this style reminds me of their stuff. If you like very ornate kind of armor designs and stuff, or like, you know, like stuff from like Elric, you should check out their stuff. Sad boy, happy boy, yeah. And I think I like the idea that these are like human sized. So this is like a giant, you know, a giant that is like grafted on with like numerous faces. So this kind of like gives some scale, I think. And maybe we could like have some humans at the bottom at the end. But yeah, for now, let's just keep going. What do we call this part of the armor? I can't remember. This part always gives me a bit of trouble. Especially when they have like the fleur at the end of it, at the elbow. Do they call that the fleur? I can't even remember if that's the right name for that. You know, like the thing that helps the elbow kind of pivot? I never know where to put that. And I know I know what it looks like, but it's like really hard for me to figure out sometimes. I'm just making it up mostly. Plus, I think the reference that I'm looking at right now isn't really helpful in that regard. I think it's time I switch reference again, because I'm just trying out a lot of different types of armor. Oh, this one looks cool. the Beast Champion set from Elden Ring. I kind of like this one. Has a lot of very ornate curves to the armor. Yeah, I'll show off some like of my more intricate art later on during the stream, after I finish this guy actually. I want to show off some of that stuff that I've been doing recently, because I am quite proud of it. I feel like a lot of the time I don't do a lot of environments, I don't do a lot of like perspective shots. I've really been trying to, you know, address my weaknesses and try to, you know, in general, just try to be more uncomfortable with like my art. And I think that's a good thing in small doses, like being uncomfortable. I always call it like you have to be so uncomfortable that you're learning, but not super uncomfortable until like you don't want to keep going, you know? Like you have to find that sweet spot in terms of your comfort zone. At least that's what works for me. I find that like going completely out of my comfort zone, I get kind of discouraged sometimes. So I like to like try to stick somewhat to my comfort zone, but like deviate a little bit here and there. And I just keep going like that until I learn a new thing. Thankfully, a lot of like creative mediums, and I'm not just talking art, I'm talking like writing, video editing, etc. A lot of them have like things that are similar to other creative mediums. Like my process for learning how to make music or how to write was somewhat similar to my process for learning to draw, right? And a lot of that comes down to just iteration. So I feel like the more well-versed you are in like several different creative mediums, the easier it is to learn new creative mediums. And the reason I actually bring that up is that I wanted to get back into making some kind of music. I posted up a recent video with some of my art time-lapse, and I also made some music for it like a long time ago. Like I made the music like I think months ago, and I never really showed anyone, so I just put it in there. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I didn't know you make music. I want to hear. It's not great. If you want to hear it, it's like the music on my most recent video, which is the Down We Go art time lapse. That's my music. So I'm not really very good, but I like to try out different creative mediums for sure. And I also have been doing a lot of writing, as you guys know. I've been doing writing on stream as well. But yeah, I just want to learn a lot of things, and that's why it kind of bums me out sometimes when I'm so sickly that I can't learn anything new. I can only like retread old ground. But we always have those kind of days sometimes. If you need help producing music, that's definitely my strongest artistic skill by country mile. Damn. Nice. Yeah, I used like for details on like what I used for that, I used like I think Reaper. I used Reaper, and I used just some regular VSTs and just made some dungeon synths music, and I had a lot of fun with it. I actually used to play the piano when I was like younger. I actually was good enough at playing the piano that I played at the Esplanade, which was is the biggest stadium in Singapore. So I actually had I think I was like, I can't remember what grade I was, but I did formally pass several exams for playing the piano as well. That being said, I had very bad experiences with piano teachers, so I didn't really want to go back to it after a while. Yeah, I had a very traumatic experience with a piano teacher when I was really young, where, just to sum it up, this also kind of like plays into my videos. So, you know how like I have kind of long fingernails? That's not really by choice. I have this medical condition called extended hyponeum. And it causes my nails to have ingrown skin slightly. So if I cut my nails too short, it will cut into my skin, alright? And that's why I have long fingernails, for those of you wondering. My piano teacher did not believe that this was the case and refused to teach me until I cut my fingernails. And basically I just sat there for like 1 hour as a 8-year-old in front of the piano, unable to basically learn anything. And that was a shitty experience. I think after that I basically... I don't know, like, that was not the first time they did something like that, so I just turned off from the idea of like learning that medium. Sounds a bit childish, but I was a child, so you know. I just assumed it was because long fingernails were objectively more swag. No, it's because I have extended hyponeum, and it is like a thing where like if I do cut my nails too short, I'll just cut into skin, which is extremely painful, and I don't like it. I don't like cutting into my own skin, so you know. That's why I do try to cut my fingernails from time to time, but in general, it's always a harrowing experience just cutting my nails because I'm always scared that I'll cut into my skin. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Okay, I think we need that to be a bit longer. Go with that. Nice. Yeah, let's combine those layers together. Turn that off. Let's see where we're at. That looks not bad. I can see some stuff that needs polishing, but looking pretty okay. Let's see here. What should I do for the legs? I also think like maybe look towards the back will be cool. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Something like that. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna for the greaves. That's not greaves. I don't know what I'm talking about. For what the hell is this thing called? Like the dress part, the cuirass. What is, I don't know what any armor part is called. I know what some of them are called, but I don't know what this one is called. I think greaves is for the hand, right? Oh my god, I don't know anything about armor. This part, I'm gonna go with more of a Spartan kind of look to it. There we go. Cool. It's a bit off, like it's not exactly even, but it's fine. I think that looks actually pretty cool. I'm gonna keep going with it. Okay. By the way, I should mention that today I got my copy of Warlord Ascendant in the mail. I would like to cover that on the channel soon, so look forward to a video on that. if I am able to get around to it. I've been talking to Alex about it for a bit, and Alex T is a friend of mine, and he makes like RPG stuff and a lot of solo RPG stuff, and his stuff is getting a lot more popular, a lot of more coverage of his stuff, and I basically wanted to also cover his recent material for Warlord Ascendant because I think it's his best work yet. It's a war game, like if you're familiar with 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, it's something like that, but I think better. I think it's the best solo war game that I've ever played, which is, I think, pretty high praise. I've played a few. It's an interesting thing where like all the mechanics just create a very interesting story. So I am very excited to be able to cover that on the channel soon. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it because covering war games like battle reports and such seem quite hard to do, like to make it make sense, or to make it like coherent and understandable without knowing the rules. So I think I'm gonna do it more narratively. Also, I'm not paying enough attention because this looks terrible. I might have to redo the leg. This does not look good. Actually, let me turn off the red there. Oh, it looks fine actually. It was just the red underneath that was kinda... There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I think like maybe a bit of shadow there will work wonders. Cool. I think we're almost done with this. I just need the other leg. I'm not sure whether I should make the legs the same. I think I will. Sure. Let's do it. Okay. I kind of like how the pencil sometimes skips. Like it's just, like I said, I don't have full control over it. I really enjoy that part of it. Sometimes you just gotta let go and like not have full control over the piece. Sometimes it just becomes more interesting that way. I wonder if there's a way to do that for writing as well. Maybe like automatic writing, where you're using more of your subconscious to write. Yeah, they call that automatic writing, right? Because I know there's a method for drawing called automatic drawing. It's kind of derived from that idea. Okay, there you go. Cool. Let's do... Yep. Do that. Nice! I like it. We'll do like maybe some... that. Should we color this in? I don't think we should, but yeah, maybe it'll look cool. I like how this ended up looking. Yeah, let me show off some of my more complex stuff that I've been working on. Just turn off the drawing guide here. I do like that. It does remind me of... Oh, Goran. Goran is his name, I think. Like Goran... Goran Gligovic. He's the artist for Black Sword Hack. And I feel like this kind of artwork is pretty similar to what he does. Of course he does it better than me. But I think like the tone is quite similar. He's a fantastic artist. Fell in love with his art when I saw Black Sword Hack. Oops. Did that by accident. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but today is probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream as well. Because it's mainly just me doodling and rambling. So yeah, today is gonna be a bit shorter. We're not done yet. We'll do like maybe a few more drawings and then we'll call it. But I just wanted to chill out with you guys. You know, hang out, have a fun time. Because I also find that like whenever I do these streams, I do feel like I do feel like I feel better afterwards. I'm not sure why, but it feels like I accomplish something, not more, but like with friends, you know? I'm just like on stream hanging out, just like doing this stuff. I get the same feeling that I get when I'm like hanging out with friends in voice call and we're just working on things. The same feeling, I think. I like watching, it's inspiring. Thank you. Glad it can help in some way. I'm thinking of doing some more tutorials actually as well, because specifically on the area of like creating dungeons, because I've been experimenting with several methods of doing it, and I wanted to share what I found, so I might make a video on that. Because I find that certain methods work better for certain kinds of dungeons, and I just wanted to share several different methods that I've been using. There's like ones that are top-down, ones that start with a map, ones that start with the writing, you know. So making a dungeon is something that I've actually started figuring out a little bit more. The part that I have trouble with is not the dungeon. It's actually, the part I have trouble with is currently the overland stuff. I still haven't found a good process for making that. Do not reveal the Wu-Tang secret. I'm sorry, Hodak, I didn't mean to be a jabroni. Hello, welcome. Broke tables are mostly filled, it should be done shortly. Nice, nice. So me and Catherine are actually working on some optional BX classes. We have actually let me show you guys the classes that we're working on. I've done some art for 2 of them out of the 3. So let me just show you. Let me just skip over to, I think it's here. Oh my god, I hit a layer. Where is it? Hey, it's Hodak. Yeah. Hodak. Man, Hodak's... Hodak, you know your art, your zine where you made it all by hand, right? I really want to do something like that soon. There's this guy, Castle Grief, who also did a zine in a similar method where he just made it by hand. And I wanted to... I think he's a typewriter as well. And some ink. So I wanted to do the same thing. I was really inspired by both your work. Yeah, Frizzard. It's a Frizzard. We also have the Frighter. The Frighter. The Frog Fighter. We got so many powerful people online, it's true. It is true. We have the... I actually went through a few iterations for the Frog Fighter. Let me show you actually. So this was one of the initial sketches. I might change it actually because I was just like, I couldn't figure out what pose to make him. But I think I ended up with this one because it was like the most... I don't know, he looks cool. Do it? Yeah, I really want to. It's just recently I've been really sickly and I haven't been able to even draw stuff or like even talk. Like I'm able to talk now, but I got really sick. So I wanted to make something by today actually, but I got nothing. But you know, it just happens sometimes. It just happens. The boxer one is so cute. This one's got fiend folio energy. I think like the first one that I did, the diagonal punching one, is really good, but bullfrog. I do like the I wanted to, when I was making them, I wanted to have this energy of like, oh, this could be in an old TSR product, you know? Or actually, you know what I was I was aiming for actually? Like, I remember telling myself this. I was like, I wanted to look like Hodag drew this. that was what I was thinking at some point. I was like, I wanted to look like Hodag would have conceivably drawn this for the frogs. So I was like, yep. And I think I kind of achieved that. Let's go back and look at it again. And that's a little bit different from Hodag's style, I think. But yeah, that's quite different. Shit, I fucked up. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I've also been doing some like architectural like studies and stuff like that. Like look at that. Also, I have good news, guys. Came out the Catastrophe, the record label that does a lot of Dungeons and stuff. They have okayed me to use all their music in our streams. So I am good to use any of their music. So I'm really happy about that. So thank you to HDK. I am really glad that I'm able to play their music and not get copyright striked or anything like that. They're really cool people. Let's try to like... Yeah, let's combine some of these layers actually. I think we wanna erase some of this stuff out. Yeah! The scar on the face yeah, the scar was... I think I was like, I want this character to feel like a JoJo character. You know what I mean? I was like, I really want this to be like a JoJo character. But a frog. But also a JoJo character. So, yeah, I achieved that. I feel like I achieved that. I mean, we spent a lot of time on this illustration, but it is quite intricate. So I don't think that's a problem or anything. It is quite detailed. I'm trying to see whether there's anything else I can do to improve it, but I think it's good as is. Like if Rossi inked my pencils or something. What's his stand name? His stand name is Total Carnage. Yeah, yeah. I'm not original at all. Total Carnage was the name of a prototype that I made where you play as a frog and you could destroy everything. And I'm just like reusing the same joke. It'll be Battletoad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Reiter, Stando, Blitzkrieg, Hop. That one's a little bit convoluted, but I can see that. I can see that. I like that. Hey, wait, I don't like how it ends off there. I need to extend it. There we go. Just nitpicking at this point. Once I'm like doing that kind of thing where I'm just nitpicking, I usually just move on to the next drawing. Because at this point I'm just making changes that nobody cares about, except me. Total Carnage, yeah. I think, yeah, let's move on to another drawing. Or should we just keep on going with this one? Should we like color this one in? I guess that's a question that only I can answer. I kind of want to finish this one off actually. How would I color this on here though? Because unfortunately Procreate is not the best for coloring or painting in my opinion. At least for me, I'm not used to it. I'm used to like having a lot of keyboard shortcuts for that. For inking, it's fine. In fact, it's better than everything else for inking, I think. But for painting, I don't think I'm that used to it. So I don't think we're gonna I don't think we're gonna like color this one in or anything like that. I will color it maybe later on, like on the computer or something. Let's see. I really like him, but we can always come back. The Black Sword might be a good focal. I made a one-pager horror western called Just Plain Spooky 2 Octobers ago. Just plains. I just got it. That's pretty good. Making the sword black. You know what? Actually, that could be good. Actually. Let me try something here. I'm gonna put it on a new layer. Actually, I'm not. I'm just gonna duplicate this layer and then so I have a backup. I just want to test out something real quick. Let's go with that. So I'm sectioning that area off. Then I'm gonna select this area here. Then I'm just gonna hatch it in. Ah shit, that's not very good. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. Oh wait, it's kinda bleeding into the end there. It's fine. Okay, let's just do like some hatching here as well. Okay, let's see how this looks. How do I... Okay, there. I don't like that. I think I need to outline the outside more if I'm gonna do that. Let's see. White edges. Yeah, I think the white edges, I agree, but I think I have to outline the white edges a lot more if I want this to work. At least on the top part. There we go, okay. Then maybe we could do this for the handle. Do I like that? Yeah, I like that a lot. It's good. Okay, the one thing that I want to change though, so I guess we are sticking to this. The one thing that I do want to change is the middle of the suit there. I don't like that there's a skull there. I mean, it's a cool concept, but it's like really fucking with the sword's composition. So I'm gonna remove the skull. Unfortunately, I don't think it's very well done to do that there. I'm just gonna remove it and replace it with something else. Maybe just make it empty, to be honest, because I think there's enough stuff already for the eye to look at. Oh, it does look kind of empty if I just leave it empty. Maybe like just like that. Oh, that's good actually. It gives the eye a place to rest. So I like that. Okay. Actually, I like that a lot. Yeah. Do a Boba Fett gray, red, green, yellow color scheme. I think I'll do the color later on the computer, but on Procreate I don't really like to color my stuff, just cause I'm too spoiled. I just enjoy my hue and saturation sliders and stuff. In terms of like painting, I'm too spoiled. Inking it's completely fine, but yeah, I think I'll do that later. A Boba Fett kinda. Yeah, I think like limited color palette will do well on this guy. Yeah, I think we're just gonna like finish this guy off for the rest of the stream. Cause I think this is a pretty okay illustration. Just gotta fix up some stuff here and there, so we'll just do that for the rest of the stream. Yeah, I had no idea what we were gonna do this stream, but apparently it's drawing a dude with an armor made out of faces. Man, I really want to make like a handmade zine for sure. I'm not sure if like I'll actually ink it out traditionally. I do that a lot, but recently not so much. And I really want to like play with this nib that I just got, so not sure. So actually let me show off this nib again because there's some people here. How do I, like that? Yeah, so it's like an Apple Pencil nib, but it's got a copper tip to it. It's pretty good. It allows me to be a lot more precise when I'm placing down lines, and I really enjoy the feel of it. It feels like I'm using some kind of like Sakura Pigma Micron. That's how it feels like to me at least. Like an extra fine Sakura Pigma Micron. Feels like a 05. That's not extra fine. An 01 is extra fine, but you get the idea. It's like, it feels like that. I'm so jealous, I don't know how to do any digital art. I actually started with digital art way back. I started doing digital art when I was very young. I think when I was 10 or 11, I think. I was using a mouse for like 4 years. So I know how to actually paint realistic stuff with a mouse. There's actually a video of me, you can probably find it, but like there's a video of me painting a realistic portrait with a keyboard. Like no mouse, no tablet, just a keyboard. Yeah, I'll probably link that video sometime, but yeah. I don't draw, but I prefer 7. Yeah, I think like a larger nib can work for sure. Wait, is somebody knocking on my door? Oh wait. Give me a second. Let me just mute. Hello. I'm back. Sorry about that. I think what just happened is I might need to end off my stream soon. Because I think my brother just came back from overseas. And it's been months since I saw him last. And I just realized that he just came back with little warning. So I would like to go and greet him and stuff. Whoa, what the hell just happened there? That scared the shit out of me. What just happened? Oh my god. iPad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off here then. Let's see. For digital art, you just need a screen, tablet, and a stabilizer on the ink brushes. Yeah, I agree. I think I use I use my Intuos from Wacom for most of my ink work, so you can definitely use it for that. Also some practice, but yeah, skip non-screen tablet completely. Oh, you mean like skip a non-screen tablet? I don't know if I agree with that, because I actually like non-screen tablets. I like being able to have it so that my hand doesn't obscure my vision, but it depends on how much experience you have, I guess. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, family, enjoy your time with them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end off now, or like in the next 5 minutes. Thank you all for coming by. Let me just yeah, and also we're pretty much done with this illustration anyway, so we're good. Let me just put this back on. Okay, so let's see. I hated them and I hated the results of having eye-hand coordination. Yeah, I think it can be hard for people not used to it, but I've been used to it for years, so. Thank you for coming, Graham, Josh, Catherine, Eric, let's see, Odag. Is there anybody else I missed? I think that's about it. Thank you all so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. It's always a fun time, and yeah, I think we came out with something pretty fun in terms of drawing. Bye bye, and thank you, appreciate it, Josh. See you guys.